So in today's video, I'm going to teach you a small hack with which you can replace some of the tougher chords and some of the bar chords. So these are all movable shapes. The only thing that you need to understand is where is the root note. Now these shapes, this hack that I taught you, is also used in a lot of funk rhythm styles. For example, hey guys, my name is Sherin, your guitar instructor at Music Pandit, the best place to learn music online. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you a small hack with which you can replace some of the tougher chords and some of the bar chords. But bear in mind, this is just a hack, so don't use it to replace your fuller chord or your bar chords. Okay, when you're starting to learn this instrument, you will come across these kind of chords which is really tough for you to get through. It takes time, it takes patience, and of course keep practicing, okay? You can't replace those chords with the hack that I'm going to give you. So make sure you practice, you get better at it, and use it in the future songs. Before we get into the topic, let me quickly remind you that we put out these kind of videos every single week. So if you haven't already, please make sure that you click on that subscribe button and hit that bell icon. With that, let's jump straight into the topic. So this hack is going to be applied to major and minor chords only. So the first thing that I'm going to tell you is what are the kind of major and minor bar chords on the guitar. So using the 6th string, we're going to use this as a major chord, major bar chord, and this is a minor bar chord. So this is a G major chord, this is a G minor chord. And starting from the 5th string, there is starting on the 3rd fret itself, it's a C minor chord, plays like this, and then a C major chord, which is something like this. You can play with your 3rd finger itself. So those are your 4 chords that I'm going to teach you a hack for. Again, G major, which has a root on the 6th string, then a G minor, again a root on the 6th string. And then you have C minor, root on the 5th string, because this is a C note, C minor, and then you got a C major, or it's like this. Again, the root is on the 5th string. So these are the 4 chords. Now let's start with the first one, which is the 6th string root note. So that's a G minor chord, and to play this is very simple using a hack. So if you see, I'm going to using the first 3 strings, and if you see, the first 3 strings only has the 3rd fret going on. So instead of playing this entire shape, I can just use the first 3 strings. Make sure you don't hit any other strings, and if you play only this much, that's a G minor, a G minor chord. Okay, now to make it a major, all you need to do is the 3rd string, instead of playing the 3rd fret, play with your 2nd finger the 4th fret on the 3rd string. So instead of this, I've just moved it to this. That's your G major. That's G minor. And that is your G major. Alright, that's it. So now let's come to the second shape of bar chords, which is starting from the 5th string, right? So you have the C minor chord, and you have this C major chord. You can play it like this, or you can play it like this. Now this is the shape that we're trying to find the hack for. So as I showed you the hack for the G and G minor chord, same way for these chords, all you need to do is figure out what you're playing on the 1st, 2nd and 3rd string. So when I play a C minor chord, so the 1st string I'm playing the 3rd fret, on the 2nd string I'm playing the 4th fret, and on the third string I'm playing the third fret. Yeah, see it carefully. I'm playing C minor like this, and on the first three strings I'm playing only these notes. So that becomes my C minor chord. That's it. Alright? So remember not to play the other strings which you're not holding a fret on. So make sure you play only these three strings. So that's a C minor, and of course you can move it around. So this becomes C sharp minor, this becomes your D minor, D sharp minor, and so on and so forth. Now C major chord is like this. Apply the same formula. When I'm holding a C major chord, on my first string I'm playing the third fret. Second string and the third string I'm playing only the fifth fret. So it basically becomes, this is the hack. Instead of playing this entire shape, I'll play only this shape. Now in what circumstances are you going to use these shapes? So if you're supposed to play, let's say, F sharp minor, so there is no open shape for F sharp minor except this. So this is an F sharp minor, which is as complicated as, playing a bar chord. So to play F sharp minor, all you can do is play the first three strings on the second fret. So that's your F sharp minor. If you're supposed to play, let's say, G sharp, instead of playing this shape, I can play this shape. Now let's say if I want to play, a D sharp chord. Now D sharp, if you play from the sixth string, it's going to become like this, very high on the neck. You got to find a place somewhere here. So this is a D sharp note, and if you're supposed to play a D sharp chord, you can just play it like this. That's a D sharp chord. So these are all movable shapes. The only thing that you need to understand is where is the root note. So learn. There's no hack to this. You got to learn your sixth string and the fifth string note names. Now these shapes, this hack that I taught you, is also used in a lot of funk rhythm styles. Alright, so this is not something useless that you're learning. It can be applied in many, many different situations. For example, so I'm playing a A sharp chord, and I can play it like this. So this is all funk style rhythm that you can actually play on the electric guitar. So these styles, these are called triad shapes, and this can be used in many, many multiple ways. So for you, it can act as a hack to get through to some songs which you're finding very difficult to play along with using a bar chords or some complicated open chords. So these are the hacks that you can actually use if you're finding it very difficult to play any song that has complicated chord structure or bar chords. So use these hacks wisely, but remember, these are not replacements. Learn all the shapes, learn all the power chords. It's going to be really useful for you guys. Now, if you're a beginner and you're trying to learn this amazing instrument in a step-by-step fashion, please make sure you check out my lesson on musicpandit.com, where you don't only get lessons, but you also get practice routines and quizzes and certification and so many more things. So do check out my lesson on musicpandit.com. If you like this video or it was useful for you, please make sure that you click on that like button, click on that subscribe button, and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of the future videos. With that, this is Sherin Winstent, your instructor, signing off.